Hello students, welcome to Alphos e-learning session 69. We are discussing methods of preparation of ethers. In previous session was learned addition of alcohol to alkene in presence of acid medium, and also we discussed that reaction of alcohols which consists leaving group at delta carbon, which upon reaction with the base, how cyclic ether formation takes place was learned. And in continuation to that, let us see this question. pH, CH2, CHOH, CH3. As you know, this carbon is chiral carbon and its optical activity mentioned. This is dextro compound. This dextro compound here mentioned two parts. One, upon reaction with potassium it gives C, which upon reaction with ethyl bromide gives D. And the same compound, dextro compound, upon reaction with tosyl chloride, we are getting compound A. A upon reaction with sodium ethoxide gives B. Now, B and D. What is the relation between B and D? What these two products are, we have to identify. Let us see. First, pH, CH2, CHOH. This carbon is chiral. This one upon reaction with potassium metal. Alcohols upon reaction with the active metals like sodium, potassium liberates hydrogen. Here hydrogen liberated, this hydrogen comes out, means this alcoholic hydrogen displaced by potassium, then pH, CH2, CHO minus and K plus, here CH3. Now this is compound C. This one upon treatment with ethyl bromide. So this one looks like Williamson synthesis, sodium alkoxide upon reaction with alkyl halide. Of course, the addition of sodium, potassium is there. So alkoxide upon reaction with alkyl halide forms ether. Now this O minus attack upon this carbon resultant we are getting pH, CH2, CHO, C2H5 and CH3. See, earlier that compound is mentioned as dextro compound, R plus compound. Here there is no reaction takes place at chiral carbon. At chiral carbon reaction do not takes place, and the reaction takes place at this oxygen. That's why here O minus K plus you are adding. Later this O minus attacks upon ethyl bromide. So OC2H5, there is no change in the stereochemistry. That means initial compound if it is a D, then this one also D. Of course, its name also D. It is a dextro and compound also D. Now, in another part, upon reaction with tosyl chloride. So tosyl chloride, HCl will eliminate out. This whenever we are using tosyl chloride, obviously weak base. Generally, nitrogenous base we are going to use for what purpose? To absorb HCl. In order to absorb HCl, generally we are going to use nitrogenous base. Now, pH, CH2, CH, OTS and CH3. As OH group, it is poor living group, whereas as OTS, it will be good living group. Now, this is again. Here earlier this one is dextro, now also it still remains as dextro. Now this one upon reaction with sodium ethoxide, NaOET, sodium ethoxide. So ethoxide ion approaches the rear side and OTS is good living group, it will be displaced by OET. Resultant what we are getting pH, CH2, CHO, C2H5 and CH3. So now this carbon again chiral, but earlier it was D. Because of this mechanism is SN2 mechanism. Because of this mechanism is SN2 mechanism. Hence we are getting product is L. Product is L. So here reaction completed. But if you observe a little more, there is one more possibility also there. That is anchimeric assistance. What is that? Anchimeric assistance. Here reaction not completed. Here reaction not completed. Actually question here, he gave the question until here only. One is a dextro, So compound D is dextro and compound B is levo. Now B and D are obviously enantiomers, right? But here, furthermore, if you go like this, I am going to consider this compound CH2CH and here phenyl group, and here ODS and CH3. Here there is a possibility for antimeric assistance which leads formation of compound like this because of electrons goes like that. Now C2H5O minus may come and attack upon this one also. There are two possibilities here, and that means here not only these two are products, further more products are possible here. And because of antimeric assistance, you may get retention of compound also. Because of antimeric assistance, we may get retention of compound. And one more thing, this OC2H5 minus may come and attack upon this one because of it is less hindered carbon, hence it prefers to come and attack upon this one. In such a case, product is not related to earlier one. That means here what are the other possibilities? Here CH2O, C2H5 and CH, here phenyl group and CH3. Now this carbon is again chiral but not related to this product. And one more possibility, same compound, means along with this one more possibility here, CPH, CH2, here CH, and this carbon attached to OC2H5 and CH3, still it remains D, still it retains its configuration because of it is antimeric assistance and neighboring group participation. Because of antimeric assistance or neighboring group participation, we can say here retention of a product is formed. Now in methods, one more, halo alcohols like 3-bromo 1-propanol, halo alcohols upon reaction with metal alkylides. Let us see what reaction we are expecting and what product we are going to get. So 3-bromo 1-propanol upon treatment with Hc triple bond C minus Na plus monosodium acetylide. So upon reaction with monosodium acetylide, what we are expecting? This C minus has to come and attack upon this halogen containing or leaving group containing carbon. It displaces that Br, Na will leave. And ultimately we are getting product OH, CH2, C triple bond CH. We are expecting product this one OH, CH2, C triple bond CH. This product we are expecting along with the NaBr. But here this product not takes place. Formation of this product not happen. Why? Because here monosodium acetylide is prefer to act as base. Still, it possesses one acidic hydrogen. Because of presence of acidic hydrogen, here this carbanion prefers to act as base rather than nucleophile. Here, if the C minus attacks upon this carbon and it displaces Br minus, that means you are expecting SN2 reaction. We are expecting SN2 reaction. That means in such a case, the C minus prefers to behave as a nucleophile. But instead of behaving as a nucleophile, it prefers to behave as a base and further it abstracts a proton. That means what reaction proceeds here? With Hc triple bond C minus Na plus. Here C minus abstracts proton and C2H2 here basically left, and what remains here? Na plus along with that O minus and CH2 Br. So if we think that it involves in cyclization 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-membered ring unstable. That's why it will stop here. And what I am going to here, this one the same one 3 bromo 1 propanol upon reaction with isobutene and H plus. Isobutene and H plus. Actually, I want to protect that OH group. I want to see only Br has to participate in the reaction. Means Br minus has to displace by this monosodium acetylide. When I try to perform that reaction, I expected this product, but I am not getting that product. Instead of that, we are getting this product. So what I have to do in order to get displacement product or substitution product? Then what we have to do? First of all, addition of H plus to alkene, which upon reaction it leads formation of carbocation, and the carbocation has to react with this haloalkane, gamma haloalkane, further hydrolysis. Let us see what happens. Here, first isobutene, this one upon addition of H plus, we are getting carbocation. This carbocation is nothing but tertiary butyl carbocation. This tertiary butyl carbocation upon reaction with alcohol, OH, CH2 taken twice, 3 CH2 groups, and Br. Now this oxygen lone pair attacks upon positive charge. Then we are getting CH3. Here there will be new bond formation between this carbon and oxygen. So OH plus, then CH2, Br. Later H plus comes out, and we are getting product O, CH2, Br. Now what is the difference in between this product and earlier what we got? That product, if you observe, here hydrogen displaced by tertiary butyl group. Now this one upon treatment with monosodium acetylide, now this C minus is going to participate in only SN reaction. C minus is going to participate only in SN reaction rather than here prefer to act as base. Here there is no proton, no acidic hydrogen. Since there is no acidic hydrogen, here monosodium acetylide only acts as a nucleophile. Then we are getting product CH3. Tertiary butyl group here, oxygen and CH2, and this Br will be displaced by CH. Later, this one upon hydrolysis, then you get back your OH group again. So, in order to protect that OH group, this method we can use. In order to protect OH group, this method we can use. Directly, if you are treating with monosodium acetylide, you are getting this product. Means you are getting acid-base reaction, salt you are getting, but not a displacement reaction. You are not getting this product. Hope you understand that reaction. Next one, method of preparation of cyclic ethers. Cyclic ethers were also called epoxides. So methods of preparation of epoxides. See, alkenes upon reaction with nascent oxygen, it produces epoxides. Epoxides also called cyclic ethers. So which one produces nascent oxygen? Generally peroxides are paracids. Now in this reaction, oxygen has only 6 electrons. That means it acts as Lewis acid. It is nothing but electrophile. Oxygen acts as electrophile, and alkene behaves as electron rich center. because of the presence of pi bond, it behaves as electron rich center. That means it behaves as a nucleophile. Now here electrophile, this is nothing but electrophilic addition reaction. This reaction is nothing but electrophilic addition reaction. Here electrophile is nascent oxygen. Electrophile is nascent oxygen. Generally, which one are going to provide or which one are going to produce nascent oxygen is para-acids are C double bond O OOH or C double bond O OOH. These are para-acids. Para-acids furnish nascent oxygen. In para-acids, if alkyl group consists more electron withdrawing group, I am repeating, in para-acids, for example, para-acid example, para-acetic acid CH3 CO3H is what we call para-acetic acid. Para-acetic acid. Similarly, para-benzoic acid C6H5 C double bond O OH is the benzoic acid. C6H5 C double bond O OH is the benzoic acid. But here we want the para-benzoic acid. This is what we call para-benzoic acid. All these are examples for para-acids. Now, in para-acids, if this alkyl group is attached to strong electron withdrawing group, in such a case, epoxidation is much faster. See, instead of CH3, CO3H, if we are using trifluoroparasitic acid, CF3CO3H, CF3CO3H, this is what we call a trifluoroparasitic acid, which is a good oxidizing agent compared to parasitic acid, trifluoroparasitic acid. Similarly, compared to parabenzoic acid, if nitro groups are located in ortho and para position with respect to the C double bond O, means NO2 groups are nothing but strong electron withdrawing groups. Presence of electron withdrawing groups makes that para-acid as a good oxidizing agent. So in that category, metachlorobenzoic acid is specialist for epoxidation. Metachlorobenzoic acid, this is what we call the MCPBA. Metachlorobenzoic acid means in meta position chlorine is there, benzoic acid, parabenzoic acid, OOH, in meta position chloro. So this meta position chloro acts as only minus sign. In ortho and para there is a possibility for plus sign, but in meta there is no possibility for plus sign. It acts as only minus sign, means electron withdrawing group. So metachlorobenzoic acid is preferably used for epoxidation. Now this reaction is nothing but oxidation. Here oxygen acts as electrophile and alkene acts as nucleophile. This reaction is the best example for electrophilic addition reaction. This addition proceeds syn addition. Means with respect to double bond oxygen attached from same side, means one side, right? So these epoxides upon hydrolysis we are getting vicinal diols. Epoxides upon hydrolysis we are getting vicinal diols. That we will discuss a little later. Now I am going to consider CH3, CH double bond, CH2. This is propene. Here ethene I am going to use. When I am using ethene and we are getting ethylene epoxide, and when we are using propene, so propene epoxide, ethylene gives ethylene epoxide, propene gives propene epoxide, CH3CO3H, then we are getting CH3CH, CH2, CH2O, and here we are getting CF3COOH. So para-acid converts into normal acid by losing one oxygen. Para-acid converts into normal acid. And if there are two double bonds in the substrate, say like this, here this one double bond and this one double bond. Out of these two double bonds, this one upon epoxidation, say MCPBA, metachlorobenzoic acid. Which double bond gets oxidized, or which double bond takes oxygen? If you observe here, as I mentioned that this one acts as electrophile. Being an electrophile, it seeks more electron rich center. It seeks more electron rich center. So out of these two double bonds, which double bond center is more electron rich center? Here, because of presence of two methyl groups here, this double bond is more electron rich center. Then MCPBA, only one equivalent if we are going to use, means only one double bond has to oxidize. In such a case, we are getting product like this, and this double bond remains as such. That means whenever two different alkene positions are there, two different unsaturated positions are there, in such a case, oxidation takes place at more electron rich center rather than less electron rich center. And here this reaction mechanism, as I mentioned, that it is a syn addition, and reaction is stereospecific. What do you mean by stereospecific? Specifically one isomer gives one product. So cis isomer gives cis related product only, trans isomer gives trans related product only. Let us see. Here double bond CH3, H and H. As I mentioned that this addition is syn addition. So this one upon epoxidation MCPBA, here what happened? We are getting product like this CH3. So here both the CH groups remain same side, returns in same side. We are getting cis product only. Because of you was considered here cis alkene, you are getting only cis product. Similarly, if you consider trans alkene, in this case CH3, this one upon treatment with MCPBA, methylchloroperoxylic acid, then we are getting product here. Both the methyl groups are trans with respect to each other. So cis reactant gives cis product only, trans reactant gives a trans product only. So this reaction will be called stereospecific reaction. Epoxidation is a stereospecific reaction. Electrophilic addition reaction takes place in single step. More electron rich double bond gets readily oxidized. More electron rich cohesion gets readily oxidized. Now try to write mechanism for this compound. MCPBA 1 equivalent. So in which double bond gets oxidized? Put here methyl group also. Then it will be more comfort for you. Let us continue preparation of epoxides. So this ethylene upon reaction with hypochlorous acid HOCl. Ethylene upon reaction with hypochlorous acid HOCl. Here HO minus and Cl plus. Cl plus approaches, Cl plus acts as electrophile. It approaches to double bond center, and we are getting CH2, here Cl plus. Later water molecule approaches to the one of the carbon. The resultant we are getting product here chlorohydrin CH2OH. So addition is anti-addition. Here addition is anti-addition. Cl approaches from one side and OH group of means water molecule approaches from other side. So overall addition is anti-addition. And this what we call chlorohydrin, also called halohydrin. This chlorohydrin or halohydrin upon reaction with base, say OH minus, this abstracts a proton of alcohol, and we are getting CH2Cl and CH2O minus. Since this O minus and Cl are anti-periplanar with respect to each other obviously, then this one displaces Cl, this is nothing but CH2, CH2. That means we can prepare epoxides by treating halohydrin with alkali. Means based upon reaction with the halohydrin, we are getting oxide ion. That oxide ion displaces Cl minus, resultant we are getting ethylene epoxide. We are getting ethylene epoxide. Now, similar to this method, one more method is that ethers undergoes halogenation. Ethers undergoes halogenation. We are getting haloethers. We are getting haloethers. Ethers upon reaction with halogen, we are getting haloethers. That haloethers upon reaction with let us see pH, C double bond O CH3. This is what we call acetophenone. I am going to consider first acetophenone. Starting material is acetophenone. Acetophenone upon reaction with halogen. Acetophenone upon reaction with halogen. Say Cl2. Cl2. Not a polyhalogenation, monohalogenation only takes place. Monohalogenation. Acetophenone upon reaction with chlorine. We are getting pH, C double bond O, CH2, Cl. So, chloromethyl phenyl ketone. Chloromethyl phenyl ketone. This chloromethyl phenyl ketone upon reaction with sodium borohydride. As we know that sodium borohydride is a strong reducing agent. But it do not reduce carboxylic acid and its derivatives. Only it reduces in carboxylic acid derivative family only acyl halide, but it can reduce carbonyl compounds. So here C double bond O group is there. C double bond O group is nothing but keto group, carbonyl group. NaBH4 can reduces C double bond O group and it converts into OH, CHOH and then CH2Cl. So here, if you observe this compound, it looks like a halohedron. So halohedron also consists CH2Cl and CH2OH. And this one upon treatment with alkali. Calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide. It abstracts proton. And we are getting O minus CH2Cl. And this O minus displaces Cl minus. And we are getting CaCl2. So the final product what we are getting here is epoxide. That means, so we considered acetophenone upon reaction with halogen. As we know that alpha carbon containing hydrogens are acidic hydrogens. That hydrogens will be easily displaced by halogen atoms. And we are getting alpha haloketone, which upon reduction with sodium borohydride NaBH4, we are getting alcohol, and it looks like a halohedron, which upon reaction with alkali, it abstracts a proton and leaves O minus. That O minus displaces Cl minus, and we are getting epoxide. Similarly, from carbonyl compounds only, say RHC double bond O. Either this one is H or R. If it is hydrogen, then it is aldehyde. If it is alkyl group, then it will be ketone. Carbonyl compounds upon reaction with diazomethane. CH2N2, in presence of heat or sunlight, we are getting RCOCH2. This one is either H or R. So here also we are adding epoxide. Let us see how this proceeds. Diazomethane CH2N2 upon heating or in presence of sunlight, we learned that carbenes are generated. CH2 plus N2. This is carbene. As we know that carbenes are a neutral electron deficient species and which acts as electrophile. Neutral electron deficient species which acts as electrophile. Now, this one attacks upon C double bond O center because of C double bond O center is electron rich center. Now, R, C double bond O, H, either H or R, whatever it may be, aldehyde or ketone. This one upon reaction with CH2, then what happened? It approaches to double bond center and we are getting RHCO CH2. epoxide. So they are ultimately fast to produce production of only carbene. This carbene is also particularly singlet carbene. This singlet carbene attacks upon electron rich center. Here electron rich center is C double bond O group. So CH2 group attacks upon C double bond O group, and we are getting epoxide. These are the methods of preparation of epoxides.